Now, eyes are on what comes next, as it seems the president's grip on power is loosening. The deeply troubled cabinet says it'll put every effort into ensuring that the country remains stable. Our Kim Do-yeon has this report.
It's been more than 3 full days since President Yoon Suk Yeol last came out to the public. He has also put the Prime Minister in charge of the government since. But this is not an official, legitimate method for the country to be run, as a president can't voluntarily transfer power to someone else without a resignation. And as this isolation prolongs, Yoon will inevitably lose grip over the government. An early end to his term, which is currently set to run until May of 2027, is inevitable, but how is the question that looms. An impeachment, while voted down last Saturday, will keep being an option, as the main opposition Democratic Party of Korea said it will continue to push for one until it passes. Only 8 votes from the ruling party are required for this to happen, and public pressure could be too much for the PPP to bear. On the flip side, this will give them up to 180 days for the Constitutional Court to approve the impeachment before the snap presidential election campaign starts, giving them some time to prepare. On the other hand, while a resignation by President Yoon may provide better optics to the public, it would mean a presidential election within just 60 days. Some have also called for an amendment to the Constitution to shorten a president's term, but that requires discussions at the National Assembly and ultimately a nationwide referendum. This is a process no one can guess the time for, but it would be long. Another unprecedented situation is the detaining of President Yoon. It is not still clear to anyone whether that would meet the constitutional criteria to make the Prime Minister the acting president. Meanwhile, at the first cabinet meeting since the martial law situation on Tuesday, Prime Minister Han Duck-soo said every effort will be made to stabilize governmental operations early.
I, along with the entire cabinet, will spare no effort to ensure that the functions of the state remain stable under every circumstance and that there is no void in the governance of our nation. I urge all public officials to approach their duties with an extraordinary sense of determination and fulfill their responsibilities to the fullest.
In addition, he told the cabinet to utilize overseas diplomatic posts and foreign media to assure the rest of the world that the South Korean government was functioning normally and with consistency despite the political situation. Also, the Minister of Culture, Sports and Tourism, Yoo In-chun, as a spokesperson for the cabinet, held a briefing calling for the public support in tough times while criticizing the main opposition for impeaching the Justice Minister and the Commissioner General of the police agency. He pleaded to the main opposition, requesting them to be reserved and show wisdom amid hard times for the government. Kim Do-yeon, Arirang News.